Okay, picture this. I open a conversation with, I only date people who can name my 3 moods: panic, guilt, and leftover pizza. And the reply is a GIF. That was the second moment I realized this experiment was officially live.
I'm Liv, your chronically online host, and every day we talk about life, relationships, internet chaos, bad decisions, awkward moments, and all the things that spiral way faster than they should.
So yes, I ran an experiment where I deliberately acted like the worst version of myself on dates. Not to hurt anyone, that's important, but to scare off time wasters and see who actually stuck around. Wildly petty? Absolutely. Entertaining? Also yes.
I made one rule: be so obviously extra they couldn't claim confusion. 2, don't be cruel, reversible chaos only. 3, bring receipts. If I'm gonna roast myself later, I needed evidence. Simple, stupid, and documented.
But let me be clear. This was a single person stunt, not advice. Consent matters. Emotional safety matters. If you're thinking about copying me, please don't. This is my chaos, not a dating playbook.
All right, story 1, the sudden girlfriend syndrome guy. I texted, full disclosure, I get attached at the 3rd meme. He texts back, perfect, we're marrying next Tuesday. I laughed and then I escalated, because of course I did. So I sent a blurry photo of a casserole and wrote, this is my future mother-in-law's loaf, hope you like olives. He replied with heart emojis and then planned our first weekend like we were on a reality show. Spoiler, he showed up at the cafe with 2 matching loaves. 2 loaves. We lasted about 3 weeks of enthusiastic casserole logistics and then mutually ghosted like an oddly synchronized wreck. Point being, present weirdness is different from flaky absence. The loaf guy brought the loaf. The other type cancels and apologizes on a Tuesday forever. Patterns, people. Patterns.
Story 2, the guy who matched the stunt. I texted, I collect expired coupons and cry to 90s rom-coms. I expected silence or a fade. He replied, same. Bring a coupon, bring tissues. I almost fainted into my phone. He even had a spreadsheet for his coupons. A spreadsheet.
We went out and devolved into a grocery store war room conversation. He showed me a binder with tabs labeled dairy and emergency salsa. I showed him a tick in my thumb that appears when I overcommit. It was painfully honest and also completely ridiculous. Lesson: sometimes performative weirdness meets actual weirdness. That can feel sincere or terrifying, depending on your threshold for coupon spreadsheets. For me, it was both.
Story 3, the one that messed with my head, the text-only enigma. I opened with, do you accept unsolicited hot takes? He answered, only if you supply receipts. We conducted an entire relationship over bad takes about sequels and pancake textures for 3 days. No photos, no meat, just text intimacy. Then, out of nowhere, he asks how my childhood dog died. I nearly dropped my phone. I did not expect my manufactured chaos to open a door to actual vulnerability. He sent this long, careful message about loss and fear and boundaries. It felt unexpectedly real.
He ghosted after 2 weeks with, you're brave. Good luck. I kept that line. It became a small, weird trophy for accidental intimacy. It taught me that people will sometimes respond to performative cues with real emotion. Not because the prank was deep, but because humans are messily honest. Hot take. A lot of red flags are signals, not gospel. One missed date and a sincere apology? Fine. But if someone cancels Tuesday, then the next Tuesday, then texts sorry with a shrug for the 3rd time, that's a pattern. That's what actually tells you something. Concrete example, casserole guy was present and weird for 3 weeks and then peeled away. That's different from a person who flakes repeatedly and never shows up. The spreadsheet coupon guy? He stuck around and built systems. Odd, but a system. Systems tell you something too. Another thing I realized, if you perform evasiveness, people will meet you there. I was testing others and also avoiding the hard job of saying what I actually wanted. Shocking discovery. I am both a mess and sometimes a coward. Rapid confessions. I will absolutely text someone a fictional Harry Potter tattoo idea just to see if they notice tone. I will also, apparently, keep a playlist of apology songs for people who cancel brunch. Receipts are funny until they're your emotional ledger. Also, public service announcement. Do not rebrand panic hoarding as an aesthetic. It is not a vibe. It is a problem that probably needs fewer Pinterest boards and more actual shelving. Put the coupons in alphabetical order if you must, but maybe also get help. If you're tempted to try this stunt at home, don't. If you want a boundary, say it. If you want a filter, put it in your bio. If you want chaos and content, slide into my DMs instead. I accept ridiculous stories, questionable life choices, and voice memos. Quick vote in your head. Genius or garbage? Either answer's fair. For me, the value was receipts and a reminder that honesty isn't always polished. Sometimes honesty looks like a coupon binder and someone crying at a rom-com, and that's okay. If this episode made you laugh or feel slightly better about your own life choices, then my job here is done. If you winced, that's valid too. Leave a review if you want more chaotic confessions in your feed, and send your wildest red flag experiments my way. DM, voice note, carrier pigeon, whatever you've got. Stay chaotic!